Hey everybody, hello Beachbody Champions page. I am gonna give this a minute for everyone to hop on, get the notification, so I can not talk to myself and have a couple people on. That would be fun. When you hop on, can you do me a favor and let me know that you can hear me okay? Awesome. Rebecca, thank you. Great. So you guys can hear me okay? Hey, Jennifer. You can hear me good? My team's all hopping on, getting some support and some love. Hey, Tiffany. Everybody can hear me good? All right. Awesome. So excited. Hey, Brandy. So excited. All right, so I am like a thank you, Jennifer. I am a super prompt coach. I like to be on time, so let's just give everybody a minute to kind of hop on. Hello, Becky. All right, thank you, Monica. Give everyone just another minute, another 30 seconds. Hey, Vonda. And then I'm just gonna introduce myself just so I can get a little street cred here so you know why I'm here helping. So, hey Denise, thank you, Becky. Hey Stephanie. All right, yay. All right, so it's 1 o'clock. I am like prompt. Awesome, Teresa. Thank you. Loud and clear so everyone can hear me. I know the last action hours did theirs on their computer. I'm like not that fancy. So I'm on my phone and then I have my computer here so that I can pay attention. And I have my team here on alert because everything that I will be teaching, they have learned. So if there's questions or comments that I can't pay attention to right away, they are gonna be there to kind of help you out a little bit. So hey everybody, so welcome. So my name is Nicole L. Jones and I have been a Team Beachbody coach since July 27th, 2010. So I am a veteran coach here, coming up on 9 years. Just a couple quick things about me. I'm a mom of 2 girls. I started this business when they were 2 months old and 4 years old. And let me just share a little piece of my story. You can see my full story in the YouTube Team Beachbody channel under success stories. So I talk a little bit about like my journey up to 5-star. But we are a Team Passion is our team name, and we are a 13-star diamond team, a 3-time elite team. I have hit personally Success Club 6 to 12 for 90 something months. I have missed it, so it's not in a row, but I have missed Success Club 3 times in almost 9 years, so not too shabby, right? When I started this business, I had zero money. I saw my coach on Facebook, I reached out and I was like, what are you doing? What is going on? Tell me more. And he did, and I always like to share, what if he took my money objection and just said, okay, cool, let me know when you get some money, right? That didn't happen. He talked me through, okay, what would it be like to reach your health and fitness goals, right? Well, all of those things that we learn. So I wanted to share that piece because only my husband was working. He made about $40,000 a year. We had a home. We were living less than paycheck to paycheck. So this opportunity for me was like do or die. Like I had to say yes to becoming a coach, doing my fitness, because I didn't know what else I was going to do. My family was in complete financial stress and I wanted to help. And so I'm gonna share with you now in this hour together, there's gonna be some times where we're in this awkward pause phase, but it's all good, you know, because I'm gonna have you guys work a little bit. But one of the things I want you to do first, so I run power hours with my team all the time. The leaders give me assignments, and we do them together. We used to do them at night. Now we kind of do them during the day so that people can complete the assignments while when their business hours start, okay? So that's kind of how I want to start this call. I want you to, or this training, I want you to think about when you go to sit down to work for your power hour, your action hour, your business hour, whatever you call it, what is your mental mindset? Like, we talk about working this business in pockets of time because it's a part-time business, we're busy, right? All of those things. But there should be a time each day that you sit and actually do some work, right? Like you actually sit down and you go, okay, this is my work time. When the girls were little, for me, that was when my husband got home from work. We would have dinner, he would do his P90X, we would clean up, and then he would take the girls up to the upstairs and he would settle them into bed, and that was my time to work, maybe about 8:30 till 10:30, right? So those were that was my focused business time. So the first assignment I want to give you, we just started doing this in our Team Passion Power Hours. I just came up with it, so I'm excited to share it with you guys because it's working really well, and now everybody does this before they start their business hour. So, perfect, Caroline. We are going to cover that. All right, so stay tuned. All right, so I want you to go and find music that pumps you up. Okay, I want you to get out your journal. Hopefully you have a journal. That should be part of your personal development, having a journal. If not, for now, just grab a piece of paper and head to Target later. We'll probably see each other. So sit down, and I would find some music, okay? And the entire time the music is playing, journal your mindset. What are you here for? What is this business hour gonna mean to you? What do you want to do? And just journal it. So to give you an idea, some of the songs for me are Lose Yourself by Eminem, The Greatest Showman, 2 songs, This Is Me, and A Million Dreams. So those 2 songs pump me up. Lose Yourself literally pumps me up. I'm not huge into cursing, gangster rap, whatever, but that song, when it's you only get one shot, one opportunity, I'm oh, and I'm journaling that out, and it pumps me up. So whatever that song is for you, I'm gonna be quiet. Go play your song super loud. Hopefully you can. If not, make sure you do it later. Go to play your song, whatever that is, and start journaling your mindset of what you want this action hour to feel like. What is this next hour gonna be together? So go ahead and do that. So set your intention, journal it out. And here's our awkward silence. But you're listening to music, right? You're listening to some music that's pumping you up. And share your song. Share your song. Give people ideas. So share whatever that song is that pumps you up. Awesome, Jessica. I can hear all your beats. Yes, Fight Song is a good one. Yes. Fight Song is awesome. Yes, Greatest Showman. Right? This Is Me just pumps me up. Just look out, 'cause here I come, right? Pour some sugar on me, yeah. 80s. Ooh, yes, Champion. Sean, I'm gonna have to look up that song. You posted that on our team page. Oh, okay. Yeah. These are awesome. Don't Stop Believing. Good one, Connie. Work it. Work it, Rebecca. Absolutely. Yeah, these songs will change. Erin just said right now, this is the song. Yeah. So, yeah, these may change. Like, right, The Greatest Showman wasn't my song 5 years ago, right? Yeah. Awesome. So hopefully you've had time to just kind of listen to that song, pumped it up really loud, journaled out everything. You know, I'm ready. This is my one shot. What do I want out of this business? I'm ready to change lives. I'm ready to change the future of my family, the legacy. I'm a lefty, so this is my, yeah, I'm ready. You know, and you want to set your intention. Every time you sit down to work your business, to work it, you want to set this intention with some music really loud. It will change the entire dynamic of your invites, your connections, everything that you do during this next hour. You are going to come off so fierce, so confident, just so amazing. So make sure you also have a workspace where you're doing this. My workspace, we have a new home now, but my workspace back in the day was literally my couch or my dining room table. 8.5 years later, I have a new beautiful house that I decided I wanted an office in. Guess where I still work? My couch or my island in my kitchen. It's just, some things never change. Like, you've got to go with where you feel the most comfortable and where your space is and where you're energized and how your business is going to go. So this is part of your personal development. This can be that vital behavior when you're starting your business hour on a great note. You're pumped up. You're ready to go. Your personal development should be something that you need, okay? So this is a kind of a second assignment or a second piece. I want you to talk about kind of with everybody here in the comments, because these action hours should be very action-oriented where you're talking to each other in here too. That's how our power hours go. Every time someone completes the assignment, they copy it, they type up their answer and then everybody cheers them on. So I want this to definitely be something we talk about here. So your personal development, if you're struggling with fear, not really, you're afraid to invite, you're afraid to post on social media, you're afraid to make connections, you shouldn't be reading GoPro, right? Like, if you need organization or time management, Girl Wash Your Face maybe isn't what you should be reading right now, okay? So you've gotta, my team's always helping each other. Someone will ask a question, what are you guys reading for personal development? Or give me a good personal development book. And we always come back to the person and say, well, what do you want to work on? What is your challenge right now? And so you shouldn't just do a book because someone told you to read the book if that's not what you need to work on. So there's plenty of time to read all these books, right? My office has a huge bookshelf of books, and I'm going to tell you a couple of my absolute favorites, old school, love. One of my favorite books, and this helps you get in the mindset of just not working with the right people, not being around the right people not supporting you of this crazy business that you working, right? They're like, what are you doing? I don't understand what you do, right? And this is called The Energy Bus. And so this is a book that you should read over and over again. Your books regarding this network marketing business are GoPro, Get Over Your Damn Self. Those are really good network marketing books. Even Girl Wash Your Face, because she has that background, right? Books that are like, gosh, why am I doing this? I need to understand why I'm doing this, what my purpose is. I'm here to change lives. Books like that are Life's Golden Ticket, The Go-Giver. Really good books that just bring it back to like, okay, this is why I'm here. I get it. I'm ready. Life's Golden Ticket is one of my absolute favorite books by Brendon Burchard. It's just amazing. Some really great books by Steve Harvey, Act Like Success, Think Like Success, or Jump. So good, right? And then some business books, The Compound Effect, The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. One of the biggest, so 2 things with your personal development. You should know what you need to work on, and you wanna be doing that, you know, like, so you wanna ask people, okay, this is what I need to work on, what should I read? And you also wanna find your favorite author. So Ashley just brought up John Maxwell. That's huge. So John Maxwell is an amazing leadership books by him. John Maxwell is amazing, and I love him, but I love to listen to him. I have a really hard time reading his books, and I'm a personal development reader. I don't listen to a lot of them. I do in the car. The Compound Effect and The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster by Darren Hardy are always kind of in my car. Or any Brian Tracy type books are in the car, and then John Maxwell. I have a really hard time getting through his books for some reason, but I love listening to him. So those are leadership books. Becky, The Universe Has Your Back. Yes. Okay. So keep sharing what those books are for you and kind of what it's done for you, and finding that right author. Yes, Build to Last. So Keith Callahan is my coach. I'm the Nicole Jones in that book, Build to Last. So yes, such a great book. So that's going to be one of your network marketing books. So GoPro, Get Over Your Damn Self, Girl Wash Your Face, Build to Last. Absolutely. All right, awesome. So it is 1:15, and we have talked about mindset. We have talked about setting up your workspace, and we have talked about personal development and reading the right personal development for yourself. Okay, so pop a couple more on there while I grab my water. I just realized I put it too far away. So pop a couple more of your favorite personal developments and personal development books and why you like them. Awesome. Yes, 5-second rule is a good one. Yes, Tracy. Brendan is just great. Yes. If you can get to a Brendan Burchard live event, whew, those are amazing. Very cool. Okay, so we have set our attention. Our mindset is in the right place. We are ready to get to work. The next thing I recommend you do in this action hour, in your business hour settings, is eat that frog and get right to talking to people, okay? This shouldn't be the last thing you do because you're tired, your energy's not as good, you're procrastinating, you're not quite sure who you want to, right? You don't want to have an icky feeling around this part, okay? So you want to make sure that your next step, you've got your mindset right, you've listened to your pump me up music, whatever that is for you, you're like, I can conquer the world. Start talking to people, okay? I'm going to go over how to have your master list and your follow-up and all of that entire system, but let me talk about how you talk to people, okay? When I first started this business 8.5 years ago, I had 250 Facebook friends, okay? I literally went down my list of people. I wrote all 250 out on paper. Okay, I am a paper girl through and through. I have tried so many systems that I'm supposed to be using. I am a paper girl through and through. I don't know what it is, but I just love the satisfaction of writing and just holding on to pieces of paper, okay? These are awesome, great books, guys. Such great books. Okay, so I had my entire list of 250 Facebook friends written out on my paper, okay? Written out, ready to go. I would count to 10 and draw a line. Count to 10, draw a line. Count to 10, draw a line, okay? So I would work in groups of 10. And I would look at the person, and I still do this. I look at the person on my list, 8.5 years later, I still do this. This is relationship marketing. This is building relationships, okay? You want to look at the list and say, okay, Joan, great, Joan. Who's Joan? Oh, Joan is a past coworker that, I used to work at so-and-so. We haven't talked in like 3 years. I need to go see what Joan is up to. And you go to Joan's Facebook and you start reconnecting with Joan. See what she's been up to. Look at her last 5 posts or so and be like, oh, Joan, oh my gosh, Joan got a new puppy. Whatever, right? Whatever you're gonna look at. You're then gonna go message Joan, or if you're not quite ready to message Joan because you're like, okay, no, that's creepy. You're gonna just start commenting and liking on Joan's stuff. Oh my gosh, Joan, that puppy is so cute. What's its name? Or send her a message. Joan, it's been so long. How are you? You haven't seen you since I left. Whatever. I just saw a picture of your new puppy. So cute. What's its name? Okay. Then in your head, Joan, you just reconnected with Joan. You don't ever need to think, okay, when do I invite Joan? Now how do I take this into her, oh, Joan, I want you in my next challenge group. You don't until the time is right, okay? You just checked in with Joan, okay? Next person on the list is Aunt Susie. Oh my gosh, Aunt Susie. Aunt Susie is gonna love Shakeology. Super excited to share with her. You message Aunt Susie, hey Susie, how are you? So I'm not sure if you've been paying attention to my posts, which is why you need to be consistent on social media, but I just started drinking this new superfood shake. I'm absolutely loving it. It's giving me more energy. I have it for lunch every day. Can I tell you more about it? Okay, so that's an invite, right? So you connected with Joan, you just invited Susie. Okay, Aunt Susie, because you know Aunt Susie and you've been talking to her for a while, okay? If you're looking for scripts, I'm not your coach. So my team asks me all the time, okay, give me a script so I can copy and paste it. What do I say? I'm like, don't you dare. Because you know what I do when I get a copy and paste script? I delete, I unfriend, or if I'm in a really good mood, I educate the person on why that was a bad move. But most of the time, I just ignore it, right? I'm not going to give you a script. You're just going to talk to Aunt Susie. And then she's going to go, yes, I would love to hear about Shakeology. Get on the phone. Great. When can we hop on the phone? Real quick. It'll be super quick, I promise. Right? And then you get on the phone with Aunt Susie. Or if she says, oh, I can't really do a phone, just tell me more. Use your voice message. Great. Aunt Susie, I'm so excited. Superfood shake, blah, blah, blah. Here, can I send you a video to watch? And then send her your favorite Shakeology video. Mine is with Darren out in the fields finding the best crop on earth, right? Like that's what I'm doing, right? My next person is, I don't know, is Michelle. I'm gonna just use a name. My next person is Michelle. Michelle and I went to high school together, but I haven't really talked to her in a while. Let me go see what Michelle is up to. And you're gonna do the same thing. Your next one is your friend that you've been talking to. You're gonna do the same thing you did with Susie, right? So 10 people. So you're gonna go through right now just 10 people that are currently either sitting on your list, and I'm gonna talk about how to make your list, right? Either sitting on your list or your 10 Facebook, Instagram, whatever you use. I still use Facebook, I'm on Instagram, but I don't use filters, and I'm just an everyday mom trying to get through Instagram. So for now, I'm still on Facebook. So I want you to go through 10 people and decide what kind of message they're gonna get from you. Are they gonna get a reconnection message? Are you still not even sure that you should send them a message? So you're just gonna like and comment on their last 5 posts? Is this person gonna get an invite? And what are they getting an invite to? Did you just see a recent post of them saying, I wish I could go, I wish I didn't have to go to work, I wanna be home with my kids, or I don't have time to get to the gym. Like, pull in posts that you may see from these people in a private message and just reiterate that I just saw your post about, I'm not sure if you're interested, but I have this to offer you, okay? And you always want to use, one of my favorite things to use is feel, felt, found when you start to get objections from people. This could be a whole nother call, but I'm just gonna plant this little seed. When someone comes back and says, you know what, I have watched what you've been doing, but I just don't think I could ever do that. Susie, I know exactly how you feel. I felt the same way too. I found that once I got moving on the step with that crazy Sean T guy, I could do it. right? I surprised myself. I modified until I could. I still modify. Whatever that feel, felt, found is, but be genuine. If it's not your story, if you're like, oh, I know exactly how you feel. My friend Nicole felt the same way too. She found that, okay? So share stories when you're getting those objections. Okay, so your action now is to get your list, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, cross the line. Do not prejudge. Do not go, ooh, no, ooh, ooh. No, go down the list of 10 in a row, figure out what kind of message they're gonna get from you, or what kind of post. Yes, 10 people a day, Caroline, that's it. Yep. Some days I do more, but most of the time it's at least 10. Yep. All right, I'm gonna be quiet and let you guys go do that. As you're doing that, tell us how that felt. Was that easier? Did it feel a little more genuine, less salesy, more like you? Is this something you could continuously do? Tell us how it felt. There shouldn't be any blood, no tears, right? This isn't gonna hurt, I promise. All right, go ahead and do that. Eat that frog. Rebecca, Rebecca. Isn't that one of the lines in Lose Yourself? Palms are sweating. Okay, Deed, can you go back and connect with them? Did every single person on your Facebook friends list need or should they have gotten an invite right from you, a generic invite? That doesn't feel very personal. That doesn't feel like a connection. If I got a generic invite, I would ignore it. So now take 10, all of those people again, take 10 a day and go reconnect with them. And here's the thing, in the beginning, like that was me. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to make money. I just spent money that I don't have. And we didn't even have challenge packs back then. So I had to pay a $40 coach fee. Then I had to pay $90 for Shakeology. And then I had to pay $90 for P90X. That's all I got for $240. And I was like, oh my God, I need to make $240. So I was sending crazy messages for people that didn't really need the invite, right? Or wasn't time for the invite. So I went back to all those people and I was like, okay, I totally screwed up. I'm so sorry that I just sent you this invite and we haven't even talked in so many years. That's like so icky and that must have felt really weird. And I totally apologize. Now I'm going to tell me a little bit about you. Like, that's all I want to know. Like, or something. Just be like, I'm so sorry I did that. You know, and then just say, thank you, have a nice day. Like, honestly, you don't even have to turn it into anything. You can just be like, I'm so sorry I just did that. Like, I just want to tell you, like, I was just so excited about my business and I probably should have connected a little bit more with you first. So just a quick apology. Happy New Year. I hope life is amazing. And then go start connecting on their stuff. Here's the thing with Facebook. If you're connecting with people, liking, commenting on all of their stuff, they are going to start seeing your stuff. So you just inviting a bunch of people, they're not even seeing your stuff because Facebook's weird, right? So you have to, they probably can hear me because I'm on their live, right? But you have to, sorry, I just kicked my tripod. You have to be connecting and inviting and commenting, right? And not thinking about when am I going to invite. It'll come up. Because 9 times out of 10 with this concept of what you're doing, they're going to ask you. You're going to start liking and commenting on their stuff. And then they're going to start liking and commenting on your stuff. And you're going to reach out and go, thank you so much for liking all my fitness workout clips in the morning. I always feel so goofy making those clips, but it helps me to know that people are watching. Are you working on some health and fitness goals? And then they're going to say something like, oh my gosh, I've been meaning to reach out, but I didn't have time. I'm too busy, or I was afraid, right? So you have to be consistent on social media, but you have to be consistent on social media with balance. Like my kids are on social media. I mean, I do on Facebook, I do make their pictures private, but I post about my kids, I post about my workout, I post about my dogs, I post about the weather, I ask questions like, what's your favorite 80s movie? Like, I work out in the morning, I do a motivational quote with a selfie in the morning, and then an hour later I post a clip of me working out, and I tell my story. I don't just go, workout done, right? I tell a piece of my story. I'm like, oh my gosh, that workout was so hard, but thank God it's only 20 minutes. Like, you guys can totally do 20 minutes. Please reach out if you want to do this workout, or comment below or something, right? So we can chat. Yeah, Caroline, I'm a Facebook girl through and through. It's my comfort zone. I know I need to step out of it. And I will, but this is all on Facebook for me. I do some of Instagram, but literally I've never found anyone on Instagram yet. So, yeah. Yeah, so when people, great Denise. So when people are liking and commenting on, if you see the same person liking your workout clip every single day, 4 or 5 days in, it's time for a little invite. You just send them a message, go, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I feel so weird. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. But it helps me for accountability, so I totally appreciate your support. Are you working on some health and fitness goals for 2019? Literally, you guys, connect with people. Show them you care. Ask them questions. And now here's, hopefully I talked through your assignment, because I feel like it's weird when I'm going to be silent here. I don't know how to not talk. All right. So now I'm going to tell you how to kind of track all this. But first, let me zip it for a while. I'm like Sean T on Transform 20, right? He tries to be quiet and then he can't. This is me. Have you reached out to 10 people? Either liked, commented on your list? Can everyone give me a, I did. I see some hearts, but. Or I only did 5 because you wouldn't shut up. Whatever. Tell me whatever you want. I'm going to be quiet for 1 minute so you can finish. Thank you, Tracy. I love you too. I'm a goof. Because this business should be fun. Yay, Nicole. Yay, Dawn. Awesome, Gina. Yay, Sean. Awesome, Kelly. Yay, Amber. Awesome, Becky. That's because I wouldn't shut up. Awesome, Hannah did 5. Awesome. Okay, Leah, good. Will you guys all promise me that you'll do the other 5 when you're done? When we're done, do the other 5. Remember, it's fun. It's just connecting. You're not sending a crazy, scary invite. You might be, because they might be on your list where it's time to send an invite, but don't overthink it. Don't prejudge. Bethany did 6. Awesome. Yep, awesome. Pamela, nice. Thank you, Amy. Okay, so I told you I was a pen and paper girl, right? Okay, there's 2, so you have your list, okay? So you may have like me, you may have some master lists, you may have a couple other lists, that's okay, okay? Thank you, Becky, Pinky promise. All right, Brandy, awesome, Brandy, please message me when you're done doing that later. Awesome. Okay, here's what I'm gonna talk about I'm going to talk about 3 things. So you kind of should have a master list, right? Which is what I just talked about. Now, those 250 Facebook friends that you are starting with, or Instagram followers, whatever. When I say Facebook, it's whatever social media you're using. I just am a Facebook girl, right? You should have your master list, but you should always be adding to that master list. I'm not going to go over that because it will take me too long, but use the memory jogger. You go to, hey Christy, awesome Heather, go use the memory jogger, go ask your upline coach, go to YouTube, be like, how do I build my contact list? But a couple ways that we do on Team Passion, just to share real quick, and is to either start, so we don't do free groups, okay? I don't teach free groups. Some of my team have learned from other coaches here and they do free groups, and that's totally fine. But my groups are, my almost 13-year-old has anxiety. So I have a moms of kids with anxiety group, and she's almost 13. So I have a moms of kids who are tweens group as well. So those, I've also done goal setting groups, but I end up slacking on those. So those are my two like groups right now where I'm building my list. And it's something that I can have in common. They're public, they're for people to come in and kind of find on their own. I don't friend all those people that come in. The purpose of my groups are to talk with other moms of kids who have anxiety so we can exchange ideas, and talk with other moms of kids who are tweens and teens so we can survive together, right? So whatever your thing, so Kelly Penny is on here. She's a coach in my downline. She is really good at teaching people dog stuff, like how to walk your dog properly, dog training. She does grooming, dog walking. She's awesome. She's an amazing Rottweiler, like great, right? Becky is another one who, she goes on to bulldog groups, and, so she goes into groups where she can connect with other people. I'm in a This Is Us group. I'm in a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, that's my dog, group, right? And so you just start connecting with people in there, in those groups, by just commenting and liking on their stuff, just what we just did a couple minutes ago, okay? So either you can create your own group of a common thing, or you can add yourself to groups of a common thing, okay? And so that's a great way to build your contact list. When it says, friend, a suggested friend, go ahead and friend someone. If you have a couple mutual friends, accept their friend request. Obviously, look at it a little bit. If it's weird, don't do it. But like if it's like, oh, we have a couple friends in common, that looks like a legit account, okay. And and add them as a friend, right? Don't add all Beachbody coaches friends and things like that. Like don't be like, oh, we have 75 Beachbody friends in common. Awesome. I will friend request. No, don't. Right? So just make sure you're friending new people so that you can be adding to that big master list, okay? So there's other ways to do it, but those are some ways, and there's trainings in here on how to do that as well. So I'm gonna share with you a system that I used back in the day, and I just brought it back for my team, and they are loving it. I saw someone was doing, someone on a Super Saturday video, not this last Super Saturday, but the one before, talked about a system, and I was like, I'm bringing back the index card system. I'm bringing it back. So let me share with you what I have here. So this little show and tell. So these are my index cards, okay? The light. Okay, you see the months and the days of the week. Okay, so let me explain what this is. So go to Staples, Target, wherever, Amazon. Get yourself an index card box, get yourself some index cards, and get some dividers, okay? If you currently need a system of follow-up, and all these connections I just told you about, they're gonna go on these index cards. And so if you need a follow-up system and how to track all these things, which someone shared at the beginning, this is it, okay? This is a great way to start. Sure, it's paper, and there's a lot of index cards, and it's gonna be a little tricky to constantly find an index card, but here's what I've been doing. Okay, so all those 10 people, they're on your master list. Now they're gonna go on an index card because you can write more on an index card, right? So Aunt Susie goes on an index card. Talked to Aunt Susie about Shakeology on January 29th, sent her a video, sent her the Darren O'Lean video on it being the ingredient hunter. You are then going to, today's the 29th, you are going to then put Susie's index card in the 31st tab, okay? Because you're gonna follow up with her 48 hours later. Follow-ups are 24 to 48 hours later. Follow-ups are 24 to 48 hours later until the person signs up or tells you to get lost. So if someone says to you, yes, I'm interested, yes, I want to hear more, and then they even take it to the next level of watching the video, answering questions, you've got to share a card out, you're like in. They hear from you every 24 to 48 hours until they have completed that share a card. You're not being a pest, you're not being salesy, you're not being annoying. In 8.5 years, nobody has ever said, oh my God, will you go away? Like, no. They are like, thank you so much, I'm so busy. And your follow-ups should be funny. They should say something like, okay, I know we talked, you were super excited, and then I'm sure something happened in your house, like you had to take care of your children, right? Okay, so you got busy, totally get it. Friendly follow-up, let me know when that share a cart is completed. Oh, actually, did you even get the share a cart? Because technology's cuckoo, and did that link work? So please don't ever send a share a cart link and then not do that copy shareable link. You need to do that because email's crazy, right? So when you send a share a cart, it says send email, and then that button turns to copy shareable link. Do that, and then paste that in a message, and then just say to that person, can you just test that? If it's okay if you have to wait till you get paid on Friday, but can you just test that for me? Because seriously, technology scares me. Okay, just be funny. And then the next message, oh, okay, 2 days later, they still haven't done it. Okay, can I just get the date when you're gonna complete this? Because we're now on borderline kind of stalking you, and that's just weird, right? Like, whatever, use your personality to send those follow-ups. You're not following up going, hey, when you gonna order? Hey, when you gonna order? Hey, what happened? Where'd you go? Like, and you're not in a frustrated tone. You're just like, hey, what happened? Did life get in the way? Totally get it, right? And so follow-up should go that way, okay? So each person goes in here. Oh, another great way to connect with people is the birthdays. I know that has been shared multiple times. Here's what I do with birthdays. You guys are gonna laugh, hopefully. So one way I do birthdays is I go through my list and I'm like, oh, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, right? And I send them a private message, happy birthday. I hope you're doing something fun, have an amazing day, whatever. If that's someone you don't normally connect with, they go on an index card, okay? And now in 2 to 3 days, you're gonna go to their Facebook feed or their Instagram, and you're gonna find out how their birthday went. You're gonna comment on their birthday stuff, okay? So that you're still there. You're there, right? The other way I use birthdays is if I haven't talked to someone in a while and I go to their feed and I'm like, why are we friends? This is not my tribe. I unfriend to make room for my tribe, right? So my birthdays go in this connection and then I unfriend people, okay? So if we're friends and your birthday's coming up, make sure you're connecting with me or I'm deleting you. No, just kidding. All right, so that's how you're going through this box, okay? You're taking your big master list of 10 people, you're putting them on index cards, and then you're putting them a couple days out in your 1 through 31 tabs of when you're gonna then follow up again. And again, that second, when you pull out their card on the 31st and it was just a connection from 2 days ago, it's a reminder to keep connecting. It may not be a time to invite unless you see something on their feed that would require an invite, like that would prompt you to be like, oh, so they just posted that they have like no energy. I'm gonna actually go ask them a little bit more about that, okay? And connect, ask questions, right? You know that you gotta do that. And then the reason why you have the monthly tabs in here is so that someone says, you know what, now's not a good time, but let me know when your next challenge group is starting, your next accountability group is starting. So if in the beginning of January, if you were like, okay, it's starting on the 20th, if your next one's starting February, they go in the February tab. And then at the beginning of the month, you know, when you have all these index cards, these are my February index cards, I then just kind of plop them through the 1 through 31. I don't look and be like, which day? I just kind of plop everybody through. Here's where it can get crazy. Someone messages you back and you're like, yeah, I have no idea what that index cards is. Don't worry about it. Make a note on your master list and say, write on index card when you find it, when you come across it, and talk, and so that, you know, you're not like spending all, you know, doing busy work going, I have no idea what this person's index card is, okay? Which is why I also have a tenon playlist. You have a master list that you're working on each day to connect with 10 people. Some of those should be invites. You shouldn't always be connecting. There's gotta be some people that you do send invites to, because you're not gonna hit Success Club and nothing's gonna happen if you're just always connecting, right? You've gotta find people that you do have been connecting with that you send an invite to, right? Now I have a tenon playlist, okay? So I have another list, and these are people who have said, yes, I'm interested. Yes, tell me more. Yes, send me a video. Yes, let's set up a share a cart. Let's set up a phone call, whatever it is. Like, these are people that have messaged you back and said, yes, tell me more, okay? So these people are now on your tenon playlist. So you should always be talking to 10 people at a time. If there's someone that's been on your tenon playlist since September of 2018, it's time to take them off, okay? Now they're back into your index card box, where you're just reconnecting with them and checking in with them, right? You're just kind of, okay, I've got to take them off of my tenon play, okay? So talk to me a little bit about your lists. So your assignment right now for these next few minutes is to be like, okay, I'm going to get an index card box. That's a great idea. I'm going to do that. Actually, I probably have one in the house, right? Or do I have a tenon play? What does that look like? Like, okay. And do I have a master list? And if you don't have a master list yet, take the time right now, go to your Facebook or your Instagram, wherever you do your business, and just write down as many names as you can in the next few minutes, okay? Awesome. So Michelle has a tenon play where there are people that have talked to her about their goals. Perfect. Great. So these lists are very important, and these follow-up systems are very important. So you have a master list, you have a tenon play of like really good people you're talking with and connecting with back and forth. There's only 2 or 3 people on that list. It's going to be really hard to hit Success Club or reach your goals or sell a Beachbody on Demand for a year. Like, if you're not, you should always have 10 people at a time, right? And then your follow-up list should be something. Yeah, Cynthia, do as many as you can. So she has 1,000 people on her friends list. I would start with 200 at a time. Absolutely. I mean, unless you have, you know, I'm a pen and paper girl, so. But I would start with maybe 100 to 200 at a time and just and I would have maybe just a notebook so everybody's going to Target after this, right? Or they're going on Amazon, they're ordering an index card system with dividers and index cards. You're ordering a notebook just for your tenon play. You're ordering a journal, a notebook just for your, like a journal to do your journaling when you're listening to your pumping up music, right? And you could even take that one notebook that has your master list and have a tenon, like save your first 10 pages for your tenon playlists. Because I make a new tenon playlist almost weekly. At least every 7 to 10 days, I'm rewriting this list based on, okay, I have 10 people on this list, 3 went in the system, 7 haven't. I'm gonna follow up with those 7, and if they're not engaging with me anymore, they're coming off the list, and now those, you know, they're not moving on to my next list yet. And then they're in my index card box to keep connecting with for later. Okay, so Becky, for the Success Club tracker, yep, so you should so this is your to-do list, the Success Club system. Like, this is your to-do list for sure. So Becky writes her tenon play on the back of that every day. Great. So I realize this may be a little scattered with lists, but it works for me. I have a whole list of people that I know. I have an index card list. So almost that master list will almost all be in your index cards soon enough. So you might not need that master list for as long, okay? And then your tenon play should always be changing. So I'm gonna give you that minute here. Oh my gosh, I didn't think I'd be able to fill this hour. It's 1:48. I have one more thing left too. Oh, I think I already covered it. Okay. But I'm gonna give you guys a minute. Perfect, Anita. Awesome. Yeah. Diana, if that works for you, I used to use Salesforce. Just didn't work for me. I mean, it did for a while, but then I went back to my paper. So yeah, I don't know if I can. Okay, and adding 10 to 20 a day. Perfect. Perfect. A hot list on the back of the bat. Perfect. So this is good. If you guys are commenting what you're doing, it's helping everybody else too. This is what we do in our team power hour every week. I make sure I give everybody an assignment and they complete the assignment under that post, and it helps everybody. We actually also have a business activity tracker post every day that we share in our team page. I pin it to the top of the page, and everybody posts under it what they're doing for that day. They either post at the beginning of the day, here's my plan, or they post at the end of the day, or they post throughout the day. So yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad this is helpful. I know Dawn and Tracy, like, I've done all these trainings for you guys, but they've been in pieces. So I kind of put everything together today. So we have a team calls on all of this. We have a team call on the index card system. We have a team call on attend and play. We have a team call on a follow-up. But we have a team call on all these topics, where today I just kind of pulled it all together. So I'm glad you guys hopped on too. I was like, oh, I don't know if my team's going to get much out of this, because this is what they hear from me all the time, but awesome. Okay, so we have 10 minutes left. My last comment was, just like on social media. So just kind of balancing your social media posts with, people don't want to come to your page and only see health and fitness, right? I always ask myself before I post, is this educating, inspiring, or entertaining? Am I educating, inspiring, or motivating, or entertaining? So some of my posts have no purpose but to entertain. And sometimes I make a post and I'm like, that was the stupidest post, but you know what, I'm just gonna leave it. And sometimes that gets the most comments, right? So yeah, it just make sure it has a good balance. I tried to use Google Streak, I can never figure it out. I managed to figure it out today. Awesome, Bethany, awesome. So when you're making your social media posts, and so you know how you have one of the vital behaviors is recognition, right? So sometimes if we're new and we have a smaller team, we're like, I'm done. I recognized everyone last week, right? Recognize your spouse, recognize your kids, give a shout out to your dog. Like if you're puppy training or something, like just give a shout out every day to somebody, or privately just thank them. I thank my kids and my spouse all the time. My husband does all the cooking here, so I thank him all the time for my meals. I may starve or eat ramen noodles if it wasn't for him, or live on Shakeology and beach bars, right? So I'm constantly thanking. So when you're looking at your recognition, you're like, oh, let it be someone close to you, or, just a friend, or, someone in your life. Or an animal. It doesn't matter, okay? I believe the 5th vital behavior is, when we were deciding on the 4th vital behavior, we had input in our 5-star group, and I was like, I kept posting, I wanted this to be the 4th vital behavior, because I think recognition is fun and it's kind of done more naturally. It's not like you have to force yourself to do it, but that is to plug into your team, plug into these trainings, get to events, listen to the National Wake Up Call. My final tip when you're plugging into your team, when you're plugging into the National Wake Up Call, when you're plugging into these trainings, I kept saying to you, here's my index card system, but if you are doing something that's working for you, do not can it and do the index card system, because it sounds fun, right? Do what's working for you. So you may hear something on the National Wake Up Call or something I said today and you're like, oh, I already do that. Or, you know what, I have my system and it's working. Perfect. Don't mess with it. one of the biggest mistakes I think people make is they listen to every national wake-up call and try to implement something that coach said. And so every week you're listening to something different. And so that's not consistent. And consistency and focus and discipline are the 3 keys to success in this business. You've got to focus, you've got to be disciplined, you don't have to work a ton of hours, you don't have to be stressed out, you just have to be focused, you have to discipline yourself to work this as a business, not a hobby. You've decided that you want this business to work, so make it work. And that means an hour of focused time. First couple minutes is you listening to your Pump Me Up song, you're journaling, you're having an amazing time, your energy is there. Now you're going right in for 10 connects, shares, invites, right? And now you're in this mode of, okay, I'm connecting with everyone. Okay, what does my social media look like? Like, okay, I need to watch a training. Right? Like, so you've got to really focus. And it may take you the entire hour to talk to those 10 people because they may be messaging you back and forth. Oh yeah, I did get a new puppy. It's so cute. This is what's going, right? So it may take you that whole hour, and that's okay because the heart of this business is that part. Connecting, sharing, inviting, making people feel like you care. Because then when an invite comes in the next 3 weeks, like when your next challenge group pops up and you've connected with 25 people in the last week, or like 2 weeks ago you connected with 25 new people and it's now time to invite, it's not going to be weird to them when you send them an invite. And the invite is going to be like, hey, oh my gosh, I had so much fun talking to you a couple weeks ago. I'm so glad we reconnected. I wanted to reach out and let you know that I have a new accountability group starting with my health and fitness business. Totally no pressure. If you're not interested, totally fine. But I just wanted to reach out and see if that was something you were interested in hearing more about. Always make it less like, if you're not interested, all good, like less pressure. I'm not sure if you're interested, but I thought of you, right? And you're sending those invites because you genuinely thought of them. You genuinely connected with them weeks ago, and it doesn't feel icky or weird. Okay? We have 5 minutes. Any questions? Was that helpful? Yes. Thank you, Sean. So this doesn't have to be hard. This doesn't have to be weird. You don't have to be salesy. You just literally have to start connecting with people. And you've got to start sharing more of your story. So when you're sharing workout clips or a motivational quote, share what it means to you. Share a piece of your story. Awesome. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Love you. Good. Okay. Good. You're welcome. I'm so glad this was helpful. I really tried to just condense as much as I could in this hour. I know I talked the whole time, so I think you have some assignments to do. Oh, Sarah, I wish I could answer that question because I have the same. So you should go watch an Instagram training. I'm gonna be real with you. I have the same problem. That's why I'm still on Facebook. Yeah. No, Brandy, I have this fancy tripod that Mark is sleeping at that time. So my workout clips are done on a tripod with my iPhone. I used to just prop them up before I got a fancy tripod on Amazon, but it's a tripod and I use my iPhone and then I just edit it down so it doesn't show me pressing the button. And so I just edit the workout clip down. Yeah, but you can prop it up somewhere. Awesome. Sorry, Sarah. Sorry, I couldn't answer your question. All right, Well, I will watch for more questions for sure. Feel free to tag me if you, or actually I'll get notifications. If you do have more questions, please let me know when you go through that list of 10 people. Show me your index card system. Show me your journal. Let's talk about your songs. Feel free to ask me questions about, oh, what personal development should I do? I'm here to help, and I really am glad that this was helpful. I'm a very simple, everyday mom who just wanted a better life for her family, and I figured it out. I followed what coaches told me to do, and here I am 8.5 years later, still crushing this business, still having a blast, and knowing that this truly can be for everyone. So thank you guys. Have an amazing day, have an amazing week, and get out there, share, connect, invite, and have fun. Bye.